Hello my friends and family, kindly sit comfortably and listen to this story. The story title, How Gabriel Promised Heaven and Earth to Win Antonia's Heart, Only to Lose It All. Gabriel had always been known for his charm, wealth, and relentless pursuit of what he wanted. But he wasn't just any wealthy man, he was a man who believed that everything had a price, and no goal was too high if he could buy his way to it. He had seen Antonia many times before, but never had the courage to approach her. She was different, and that was something Gabriel couldn't quite understand. Antonia was not impressed by wealth. She came from a modest family and believed in love that was built on respect and mutual understanding, not material things. Yet, when Gabriel set his eyes on her, he couldn't let go. He promised himself that he would have her, no matter the cost. The promise Gabriel began his pursuit in the most extravagant way he knew, through grand gestures. He hired a team to build a massive mansion, one he promised would be her dream home. He went to the most expensive dealerships and bought her a brand new Mercedes-Benz, not just as a gift, but as a symbol of his success and his ability to win her over. His intention was clear: if he could give her everything she could ever want, she would eventually say yes. One evening, Gabriel stood before her, proudly showcasing his mansion and a car. He told her that he would do anything for her, that he could promise her the world, and more. Antonia, Gabriel said, his eyes filled with an intensity she had never seen before, I will give you heaven and earth if you just give me a chance. I'll buy you everything you desire. All I ask in return is for you to be with me. The bet with Nicholas. But there was something Gabriel didn't count on: Nicholas, a friend who had known him for years. Nicholas had always been skeptical of Gabriel's methods, particularly when it came to relationships. He had watched Gabriel chase after women with promises of luxury and indulgence. So, one evening, over drinks, Nicholas made a bet with Gabriel. Gabriel, Nicholas said, his voice tinged with amusement, I bet you can't even get her to show you her panties, let alone marry her. I bet you all the money in the world that you won't even make it past the first date. Gabriel, ever the competitive spirit, accepted the challenge without a second thought. It was a game to him. He believed that with enough resources, he could bend anyone to his will. The bet became a secret obsession. Gabriel didn't just want to win Antonia's love, he wanted to prove that no woman could resist him, no matter how stubborn. The pursuit intensified. Days turned into weeks, and Gabriel's pursuit of Antonia became more relentless. Every moment, he showered her with lavish gifts. The mansion was ready, the car was waiting, and yet Antonia remained untouched by his offerings. She was polite, kind, but distant. Gabriel couldn't understand it. Every other woman he had pursued had fallen at his feet, but Antonia wasn't like the rest. She wasn't swayed by the wealth, the status, or the promises. She wasn't impressed by anything other than sincerity and genuine affection, things Gabriel hadn't yet learned to offer. One day, Gabriel finally confronted Antonia. He told her that the mansion and the car were just the beginning, that he had already planned their future together. But Antonia looked at him, her eyes filled with calm certainty. You think you can buy my love, Gabriel? She asked, her voice soft but unwavering. You think that because you have wealth, you can control everything, even my heart? Gabriel was taken aback by her response. He hadn't expected her to challenge him so directly, but instead of feeling defeated, something in him shifted. It wasn't the challenge he had hoped for, but it was something deeper, something real. The moment of realization. As weeks went by, Gabriel's obsession with winning the bet and getting Antonia's affection grew. He kept his promise, and yet, something was missing. Antonia didn't come around. She was polite, but she didn't let herself be swayed by his money or his grand gestures. Gabriel realized that no matter how much he threw at her, it wasn't going to work. He had tried everything, but it wasn't enough. He thought about the bet with Nicholas. He thought about all the things he had promised her and how they meant nothing to her. It was never about the car or the mansion. It was never about the luxury or the material gifts. It was about sincerity. It was about true affection, something Gabriel had never offered. One evening, Gabriel went to Antonia's home, not with another lavish gift or promise, but with a simple apology. He stood before her, finally realizing what he had been doing wrong. "I've tried to buy your love, Antonia. I've made promises that I didn't mean. I was blinded by what I thought I could offer you. But the truth is, I was never really offering myself," Gabriel confessed. "I'm sorry." Antonia looked at him, her expression softening. "Gabriel, love isn't something you can buy. It's earned. It's built on respect, trust, and understanding." The consequence of Gabriel's actions. Despite Gabriel's apology, things didn't work out as he hoped. He had lost Antonia, not because of the promises he made, but because he had never understood the true nature of love. He had sought to win her with the wrong motives, and now he had lost her for good. Nicholas, ever the skeptic, had watched Gabriel's efforts from a distance. When Gabriel finally admitted that he had lost the bet, Nicholas didn't laugh. He simply shook his head. "You were always chasing something that wasn't yours to take, Gabriel," Nicholas said. "Love isn't a prize. It's not something you can win or lose with a bet. You have to earn it. And now you've learned the hard way." Gabriel had learned his lesson. But it was too late. He realized that the mansion, the car, and the gifts meant nothing if they weren't backed by genuine feelings. He had given Antonia everything, except the one thing she truly wanted, his heart. Gabriel would go on to find success in other areas of his life, but he never truly recovered from the loss of Antonia. He had everything he thought he needed, but in the end, he realized he had nothing that truly mattered. Antonia, on the other hand, moved on with her life. She found someone who understood her, who valued her for who she was and not for what he could offer her. She had always known that love couldn't be bought, it had to be given freely and with respect. And as for Gabriel, he became a man who, while still wealthy and successful, would always remember the lesson he learned the hard way, that no amount of money or grand gestures could replace what truly mattered, genuine love and understanding. Kindly like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel for episode 2.